And welcome back. I hope you've all been doing well. So in this video, I'm going to talk about installing the GNOME desktop environment on your Pop! OS 24.04 installation. So why would you want to do this? Well, you might not be happy with the current state of Cosmic, or you're not a fan of Wayland. So I'm going to walk you through how to install GNOME and X11, and I'll show you how to switch between the different desktop environments. Keep in mind this video is really meant for new Linux users who may not be aware that they're not locked into one specific desktop environment and that they have options. Originally, I was going to do a guide on both GNOME and KDE, but to keep the video short, I decided to just do a guide on GNOME separately and then follow up with a KDE video in a couple of weeks. All right, so for a quick rundown for the video, we're going to talk about the difference between the core install and the full install of GNOME. We're going to go through the installation of GNOME, and we're going to cover the installation of GNOME sessions and the difference between GNOME sessions and the actual X11 install that is currently included in the Pop! OS 24.04 distribution. And we're going to cover how to switch between the different desktop environments. And as a bonus, I'm going to show you how to hide those Cosmic icons in your GNOME session. And per usual, I'll be using a virtual machine for the demonstration of the entire installation process. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So before jumping into the installation, you should first decide what you want to install. Do you want the bare minimum with only the essential apps and tools? If that's the case, then you'll definitely want to go with the GNOME core. And if you want the whole enchilada with all the apps and tools, then you'll want the full GNOME installation. All right, so for this demonstration, I'm going to show you the command to install the GNOME core and also the GNOME sessions that go along with the core. But for demonstration purposes, we're actually going to do the full install of GNOME. All right, now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into the installation. All right, so I have a fresh install pop ready to go. So our first step is going to be to open up a terminal. And let's go ahead and expand it out and let's crank up the font so we can see what we're doing. And we need to do a sudo apt update first and foremost. Hit enter, put in our password, and let it do its thing. Now that that is finished, let's check to see which display server we're in right now. And to do that, we're going to type in echo $xdg_sessions or session_type. And hit enter, and you can see that we are currently in Wayland. Let's go ahead and clear this out. Okay, on a quick side note here, X11 is installed as a background service, but Pop 24.04 doesn't give you a way to log into it using GNOME by default. Let's take a quick look at a couple of things here real quick. If we type in list user share Wayland session, and then hit enter, you can see we have Cosmic Desktop, which means the option for logging into Cosmic is available. Now, if we run list user share x session and hit enter, you can see that no such file or directory exists. What that means is that X11 support for GNOME hasn't been yet installed. Now this might be a bit confusing because I said that 24.04 does have X11 installed, and if we do a list user bin Xorg, you can see that the files are indeed present. What this means is that while the engine for X11 is installed in the background, without GNOME sessions installed, we have no way to log into GNOME. And we're going to fix that here momentarily when we go through the install process, which we can do actually right now. So let's go ahead and clear this out. Now, if you want just the core version of GNOME and you don't mind using Wayland, we're going to do a sudo apt install GNOME-core and then a -y. The -y just allows the system to say yes on your behalf when that question pops up during the installation process. Now, if you don't want to use Wayland and you want to use X11, you're going to type in sudo apt install GNOME-core and then GNOME-sessions or session-x11 and then a space and a -y, then hit enter and let it do its thing. Now at the login screen, you'll have the options to log into Cosmic or GNOME, which will be the Wayland version, or the GNOME Xorg version. But for this demonstration, we're going to install the full GNOME package, which includes the X11 session by default. So we are going to clear this out, and we are going to type in sudo apt install GNOME, and then a -y, and hit enter, and let it do its thing. And I'll be right back momentarily. I'm going to speed this up for time's sake. All right, now you'll be asked to choose a default desktop manager, either Cosmic Greeter or GDM3, and we're going to choose GDM3. So we'll hit tab, hit enter, and we want to select GDM3. So why? Because it's the native login screen for GNOME. It's more stable, it ensures your screen locks properly, and it's the most reliable way to access the little gear icon we're going to see momentarily, so you can switch between different desktop environments. So let's go ahead and hit enter, and we'll let it finish up, and I'll go ahead and speed this up again for time's sake. All right, so I have a bit of an issue with OBS and Wayland not playing nice, so I had to stop the video. We didn't miss anything. Essentially, the installation finished, and I just typed in reboot in the terminal and hit enter. So we are back into our Pop! OS install on our virtual machine. I'm going to select the Mad Lad. Now down in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a gear. You're going to click on that, and now you can see we have options to log into GNOME. We're going to select GNOME on Xorg, and then we're going to put in our password, and then hit enter. And you can see we are now logged into a GNOME session. Go ahead and click next on all this, start using Pop! OS. And let's go ahead and change the display settings real quick. Let's see, 16 by 12, that might be too large, let's try it. Revert back. Let's go to 1280 by 1024. Yeah, that should be okay. We'll close out of this, and now if we go up to the top left-hand corner, we can click on that option and open up our apps tray. And I want to open up a terminal, and we want to check to make sure we are in Xorg. We're going to do an echo $xdg underscore session underscore type. Hit enter, and you can see we are in fact in X11. Let's clear this out. Actually, let's just go ahead and exit the terminal. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our apps tray, and you'll notice that there are some Cosmic apps that are still showing up. So if you want to clean that up to make it a cleaner experience with GNOME, we're going to go back to our terminal. I'm going to show you a very quick way to do this. The first thing we want to do is we're going to make a directory. So we're going to mkdir-p, and we're going to do a tilde /local/share, and then a /applications. Hit enter. Now we're going to copy all the Cosmic files from our user share applications directory, and we're going to make copies and put those in the newly created local share applications directory. So to do that, we're going to do cp space /user /share /applications /com .system76 .cosmic with an asterisk. We can capture all the files, and then we're going to paste those into our local share applications directory, and hit enter. Now we're going to run one command that will add the no display flag to everything in one swoop rather than having to go through each file individually. So to do that, we're going to type in for fn, then a tilde /local share applications /com .system76 .cosmic, and throw in the asterisks to capture all the files. We're going to do a colon, do echo no display equals true, and end the quote. Then we're going to do another quotation, $F goes at the quotation, hit enter, and then type done. Now let's go ahead and update our desktop database. We're going to type in update desktop database, and that's going to be in the local share applications. Hit enter and exit out. Now if we go back into our app tray, you'll see that all the Cosmic apps are now hidden. They have not been deleted, they're just hidden in our GNOME instance. So if you log back into Cosmic, all those icons will still be in your app tray in that particular instance. So again, that's just a quick way to sort of clean up your GNOME experience so you don't have applications from your Cosmic experience showing up in your GNOME experience. All right, so that's going to wrap up this video. Next up will be another Steam library testing update, and we'll hit 5 more games on that. And then after that, we're going to hit part 2 of this short series, and we're going to cover KDE. And then after that, we're going to take a look at fine-tuning a local LLM on your Linux install. So until the next video, stay safe out there and have a good one.